like, it's my first video. I'm on TV, Mum.
Okay.
I've made it onto a period video.
Wow, 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 wow! Hi guys! Don't laugh at me.
Hello.
Welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd do a little quiz today with my boyfriend, just a little one, to see how much he knows about periods as I harp on about them all the time.
I know, I hear a lot, but 10 years, 11, 12 years we've been together.
Yeah, it's about 12 I think.
I think after that time you start becoming a linked up hive mind, so I may know all this information, I just need to be asked it.
Well, hopefully, see how much you listen to me, basically.
Yeah, go on then.
Right, so the first one
10-4.
is, what does PMS mean?
What does the acronym stand for?
No, well, you can try that. Try that first if you want.
Post menstrual serotosis.
No, it does not mean that. Premenstrual syndrome.
Premenstrual syndrome.
Well, what does that mean?
I had the right beats with it.
What does it actually mean?
PMS.
So when someone's got PMS, what's going on?
They're not having a period. That's for one.
Right, okay.
They're no longer ovulating.
Alright.
And cervical mucus.
Just because you hear me say that all the time. I always say cervical mucus and it freaks them out.
She says she's going to she's like, I've got a 20-minute discovery call, I'm going to have to talk about this stuff. And I'm like,
I like talking about it. It needs to be talked about.
yeah, but don't lead with it.
That was not right at all.
Okay.
So
What is it?
it's where the lead up to your period, where you can get premenstrual. So basically, you can have like bad stomach pains, and that's when people get arsey and like anxiety, and they're like a different person. You're like, oh, you due on your period? That's PMS.
And is that something you're supposed to have, or like
not
you're
really.
not really supposed to have it?
No. See, you've probably heard me say this.
Yeah,
So
I think
it's
I heard
common,
that.
yeah.
That people think it's normal.
It's common, but it's not normal.
And that's why they kind of ignore, or like, there's things you can do.
Yeah, totally.
So basically not have a shit experience.
But
every
it
month.
means that you are going to have a period, though.
My voice is so deep today. Huh?
I mean, you said it means you're not going to have a period. It means your period is coming, so
Right.
that's not right.
Yeah.
So, why, number 2, that was wrong. Why do I...
Yeah, but you're drilling at home like, no, that's wrong. Incorrect.
Why do I take my temperature every morning?
To test for ovulation.
Yes, well done.
Yeah. You stick a little doojima flip under your tongue, and
Yeah.
that tells you your temperature, and you track it every day, and then
Yeah.
sometimes you're like, oh, this is good, this is on track, and then other times you're like, ovulate.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
Well done. Number 3. So, you should know this, because this is what I do for a living, for a job. So what does HA stand for?
Hypothalamic amenorrhea.
Yeah, well done. That's so good.
I almost said hyperflactic.
Good. So 2 out of 3. So number 4.
Yeah.
Name something that women do with their period blood as they believe it's sacred.
Well, it depends. If you're talking about the Sayuri women in the tribes of Africa, I'm pretty sure they do something different with it to maybe the witches of Poland.
But even people now, as like a sacred ceremony, what are some things that you can do?
Alright, so...
That's not the norm.
Alright,
well, people would be like, not every single person does it, I suppose, but...
Feed it to your plant.
Yeah, well done. Anything else?
Paint your face like a warrioress.
Yeah.
And go into
It's
the
really
battle of
great for
life.
your skin, yeah.
Send the rest of it to a stem cell lab research facility and create a clone of yourself that does all your work day to day.
You could, because it has our DNA in and generations of
And
DNA.
stem cells, right?
Yeah, and stem cells. So you can also manifest with it.
Clone yourself,
paint.
manifest, paint. Okay.
So number 5 is name 2 forms of birth control, which that's quite easy.
There's the pill, obviously.
Yeah.
You got an old classic rubber dub.
Yeah.
And there's the weird.
Well, I
There's
said
the weird
2,
one.
but go on, carry on.
Coil. That was it.
So other than pads or tampons, name another sanitary product that is more eco-friendly.
There's more than just tampons or pads.
Yeah, I got one of them for Christmas.
Oh, the Grundies. The Grunderwear. The undies that you just like wash or
The
something.
period pants, yeah.
Yeah, period pants.
And there's also... do you know anything else there is? What would you do if you were designing something for girls that's eco-friendly, rather than all of this going to landfill all the time?
Some sort of funnel.
Yeah, it's a cup.
That's
good, yeah. you shove a cup up there.
Oh, really?
And then you got to go get it back out.
A cup?
Yeah.
What, like a shot glass or something?
So,
I like that. Go on then, hit me.
What does ovulation mean?
Ovulation means a egg of which you only have a certain number. That kind of blew my mind. You only have a certain number your whole life.
You get born with all the eggs you ever have.
Oh yeah, you have been born with all of them, and then
they slowly deteriorate.
It's just a slow depletion from there. So you shoot one of those out of your internal gumball
You've also got
machine.
your eggs. Sorry, when you're in your mum's, when your mum's carrying you.
Yeah.
Your nanny's carrying your mum, and then your mum's carrying you. Does that make sense? Because you've got all the eggs you ever have.
Oh.
So when you're in the belly, you've got the egg of me. Like my mum's got the egg of me in the belly.
That's pretty trippy.
Yeah.
That's
and it all
exception.
So everything that you're like eating.
Exceptional.
It is pretty crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But carry on, sorry. So you bat an egg.
So yeah, you fire out your egg pinball gumball machine. It like goes. I think it does like. This is how I imagine it. It's like somewhere here. It does like a few 360 loops, and it comes down the chamber. Then it hits a wall that's just been lined with lots of blood, I guess.
Blood? Where's the blood coming from?
Doesn't that like cushion?
Ovulating.
Doesn't that cushion the egg? Like the egg like lands in like the blood wall cushioning, and then if it gets, I thought that it would either then get used or it wouldn't not get used, and that's when the whole thing gets flushed.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
With ovulation, and yeah, it will disintegrate basically.
Yeah.
If it's not used. Number 8. So, true or false?
Yeah.
Can you bleed without ovulating? So can you have a period without ovulating?
Yes, of course you can.
Yeah.
I don't know if my logic's right, but yeah, I thought there was like a blood wall and there was like an egg fired in it, and like that blood wall gets like flushed out regardless of what the egg's up to.
You can not ovulate, yeah.
Yeah.
And still bleed.
aka not fire an egg out.
Not fire an egg out, but still bleeds. Your lining still gets thickened up
and then
with the estrogen sheds, but you haven't had a true period because you've not ovulated, and you need to ovulate. That is the fertility. That's your health. That's your progesterone. Number 8. What usually happens to a woman's cervix when they are ovulating?
Oh, the worst stuff happens in the cervix. The worst of stuff.
I was showing him pictures of what a cervix looks like throughout the time, like just throughout everything, throughout ovulation and when you're having your period, and you wouldn't even look, would you? You found it too revolting.
Oh well, it's not. I find bodies in general revolting. I find male bodies revolting, female bodies. Okay, so. What happens in the cervix? Is that the question?
So what happens when we're ovulating? What do you think happens to the cervix then? So this is where the baby comes out. So
yeah, this is the high part.
Oh, it's not up there.
I guess that area would just be chilling, just waiting. Like if some baby making be happening, I got a pad that baby can chill in. Until then, this space is gonna remain vacant.
Well, it raises up. It raises up, so it can go up and down. When you're ovulating, it goes up and it softens and opens.
Yeah. So, why is it?
And then softens and opens. Yeah, that's a method of seeing if you're ovulating or not. Mm-hmm. So you can shove your fingers up there and see where your cervix is, because that will give you an indication of if you're like ovulating or not, on like where you are. Number 10, the last one. This should be an easy one. What are the tubes called that go from your uterus to your ovaries?
Fallopian, mofos.
Yeah, well done. You did good.
Yeah, man.
You actually did pretty good.
I did science. Biology. Tell me something crazy I've never heard. I feel like I've heard all of these things just from you.
Well, I just told you about the baby mummy granny. Eggie.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's pretty crazy. Well, maybe this about the cervical mucus. That's why it changes the fluid of it and the amount and the stretchiness, lotionness, because it
lotionness.
Yeah, it can get like lotion, like Joe, you putting body lotion on. It's like it can get like that.
Okay.
So like that's all because of the sperm, and it either can block, like act as a barrier, or it can help the sperm, and they like swim in it and they're loving life.
Oh.
Thanks for watching, guys.
How did I do?
You did really good.
6 out of 10, 7 out of 10.
I can't remember. I have to add it up.
We'll say 9. Nice.
But well done. Thanks.
Take it easy.